Law enforcement in the United States has changed over the last few years because of the threat levels that we face are much different than they were 5, even 10 years ago.
Terrorist attacks, lone wolf attacks, homegrown or inspired by ISIS. This is the new norm for all police departments, and we better be ready because this is what we're going to be facing.
Law enforcement has to ratchet up their educational programs to match the threat. And Long Island's Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute provides the day-to-day basic training to professionals by professionals.
My name is Justin McCaffrey. I'm the Commissioner of Public Safety for the town of Oyster Bay. About 4 or 5 years ago, I thought it'd be a good idea to get my master's degree. I thought it would enhance my career and help me in any future projects that I might undertake. It was definitely a very positive experience.
The Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute of Long Island University was one of the first in the United States. We were second or third to develop a completely online 36-credit master's degree program recognized by all accredited agencies. It's an asynchronous program. It's made for people who have to juggle a family schedule and a work schedule. We use a platform called Blackboard, which is one of the best in the country.
One of the biggest reasons I selected the Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute was the ability to take the classes online. With my schedule, virtually working sometimes 24/7, I think it gave me the best opportunity to fit into my schedule. The classes were very flexible. The professors were very understanding. They realized that most of the students are working full-time and older students, and that they have a lot going on in their life. So I think it really gave me the flexibility that I could take the classes when it was most convenient for me. I could sign on at 2 o'clock in the morning and do my work if necessary.
The Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute's faculty is world-renowned. We believe the delivery of our education is by professionals who are current in the field, who have knowledge of what the cutting edge is that they face on a daily basis, and they impart that to the students on a 24/7 basis, 365 days a year.
I learned a lot from my professors. I learned, I think, even more from some of the students in the class it was such a diverse group of students that there were people in the military, there were people in law enforcement, there were firefighters, there were just people going, stay-at-home moms working on their career. So it really brought a different, diverse group into the program.
The Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute of Long Island University not only offers online education, but is also a clearinghouse and a platform for bringing together the public and private sector to discuss cyber policy issues, cyber terrorism, through our seminars and through our training and through our research. There's no such other institution inside the United States that provides this type of service.
I think 2 most important classes I've taken were about cybersecurity. It really impacts everything we do on a daily basis. It impacts everything I do in the community, and it was really opened my eyes up to the problems that we're facing and are going to face in the future with cyber crimes.
If I were to look at a promotional opportunity for one of my members, say 2 sergeant or 2 lieutenant, I would want them to have that type of background in Homeland Security or counterterrorism, things that they could pass on to the younger members of the department.
As we move forward into this century, we realize that the job of dealing with terrorism, both international, transnational, domestic, is not just the military, it's not just our intelligence agencies, but it's local law enforcement. When you think about it, federal agencies such as an FBI has 14,000 agents nationally. There are 800,000 law enforcement agents in the United States. That's going to provide the greatest eyes and ears as we move forward. And it is my passion as the director of the Homeland Security and Terrorism Institute to be able to provide the necessary training in the 21st century. We need to make America a safer community.